So boys and girls, today is a big step for the Z. She is getting new carburetors. That's right, these are the Weber 4040s. So basically ITBs of the carburetor world. You got one throttle body for each cylinder for maximum performance. This came a little earlier than I expected. I kind of wanted to get some other kinks worked out on the car, but I could not pass up this deal. These are practically brand new. My friend Dustin's giving me a real good deal on it. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take the old SUs off. We're going to slap these on, get the linkages, get the hoses all set up, tune it, and see how she runs. Of course, I can't make the best use of the Webers because, I mean, it's a stock block, it's got a stock cam, but it should still, I mean, provide quite a substantial increase in top end power. And throttle response. So with that said, let's get into it. And of course, going to start by undoing all the fuel hoses from the carburetors. Not even have to, oh, and there, and there she blows. Oh. A little bit of gasket came off on that side. It's about to be RTV as fuck. Damn it. Alright, in a mere 15 to 20 minutes later, got the original SUs off with the fuel rail. Since this was kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing, I did not order a new gasket. But the original gasket is still in decent shape. I just coated all the ports with RTV, and I've done this before, and it's proven to work on my first 240Z, except I used shitty RTV, the clear stuff, not this, which is copper, so it should be fine, I hope. But now, it's time to prep the Webers to go onto the head. Alright, the moment we've all been waiting for, fitting the Webers. Alright, we're about 85% done. We got all the linkages on. We had to use an aftermarket hook here because the stock one was much too long. Throttle rod. Yeah, Makuni throttle rod. And so as you see, we got a return spring down here, pivot ball, hooks to the stock linkage. And yeah, I mean, the throttle travel is way less, and the feel is much stiffer as well. So what's left is we still have to tighten all the bolts at the bottom, install them, do that. We're going to route our fuel hoses. We are going to be using the stock rail. Well, of course, we're going to have to make some bends so it's not such a gnarly turn into here. But we're going to use pretty much the stock fuel delivery setup with the stock fuel pump. And then once we get everything together, we'll fire it up and we'll start tuning this thing, because it's for sure going to need some tuning before we start driving it. Alrighty, boys and girls, everything is set. Fuel lines, check. Linkage, check. Ignition, check. Return system, check. All the bolts are fastened, all the hoses. We are ready for the first attempted start. There's definitely going to have to be some pumpage going on. The chokes aren't hooked up because they go the opposite way, so we're eventually going to have to, you know, do something about that. But that'll come later. Okay, everything is set. We've checked all of the tuning deals, set it to whatever it is, the factory
default settings.
Default settings. So now we're going to crank her up. It's going to definitely take some cranking since it's got to fill up the bowl. But let's see what we got.
Stop.
All right, we had to postpone cranking due to a slight fuel leak. Oh shit. I just noticed that. All right, take 2. Go ahead. Like a lot of pumping when they're cold.
Well, they haven't had fuel in it for a good 4 or 5 months.
Oh, that's true.
That's vacuum leak. Still leaking, dude.
And a little bit of a vacuum leak. Now wait for it to warm up and just start tuning it.
Can't tune it with a vacuum leak.
What the fuck is that? Are you shitting me? Okay, we've got a benchmark tune, aside from a slight vacuum leak on number 6, and my piece of shit radiator springing a leak. It's running pretty good. It doesn't like for you to punch it off throttle, but if you ease into it, it'll scream pretty good. But for now, we're gonna take it for a spin. That gas pedal is way stiffer than I'm used to.
Yeah. Where are you headed?
Just around the block, like up the street. Back.
Okay. Spring will lose its tension over time a little. Vacuum leak, it's fluctuating, you see?
Yeah, it's moving around a little. Yeah, it's winding out really good. Well, the triple carburetor install is complete. She's running pretty good. A couple of burps here and there, but there are a couple of things that will need to be addressed. That vacuum leak back there, I am going to have to replace the gasket eventually. And I still have to do a little bit of tweaking with timing. And now, for no fucking reason, my radiator decided to take a shit. I got probably about 500 miles on this radiator, and it's pissing out of a little pinhole towards the bottom. So shit, I wanted to hoon it this weekend, but I guess it's gonna have to wait because I gotta get a new radiator. But now that this is pretty much done, it's only one last thing to do, and that's apply the sticker. And now the job is officially complete. Thanks for watching.